Yo, what's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to be sharing 21 YouTube channels that you should be watching if you want to succeed online. So stay tuned.
It's been a cold winter and it's lasted far too long.
If you want to get more views on your YouTube gaming channel, go to growonyoutube.com/free chapter right now. When you go over there, you'll get to this page and you'll be able to discover the secret to getting more YouTube views with a free chapter of my book, A Gamer's Guide to Greatness. This free chapter will teach you how to use video SEO to bring more views to your gaming videos, how to make your videos rank on the first page of YouTube, and how to build a YouTube gaming channel that grows consistently. So definitely go to growonyoutube.com/free chapter and start growing your YouTube gaming channel today. Yo, what's going on? I'm Jay Cartere from growonyoutube.com, teaching you how to be better. And my wife asked me to do this video multiple times because she wants to know the YouTube channels that I watch, because I always recommend, YouTube channels to help her out with her business and stuff and help give her some insight into the types of content that I've been consuming and the types of helpful people that I've been watching and whatnot. And I just, we decided, I guess, she said that this would be a good idea, and I thought, this would be a good idea. Maybe other people are interested in this. So yeah, I've thought, let me bring up basically the channels that I check out. Maybe I should have done this in a I could have done this in like a screen capture way. Give me a sec. No, that's long. We're not going to do screens capture. I'm just going to talk straight to you guys and give you the list of people. Links will be in the description if you want to check these individuals out. You definitely should. A bunch of great YouTubers. You know what? It's going to be a lot of links. So I'll just make a blog post on the website, and I'll put that link in the description, and you can go through, click through to there and see all the people and the links to their channels. So first of all, I've got a few different sections of the video. We've got YouTube business, like people who will help you out with growing your YouTube channel and building a business. We've got people who will help you out with online entrepreneurship. Then I've got entertainment, people who I generally watch for entertainment. They will help you learn how to make different types of videos. As if you watch people who are doing it well, you'll get better at doing it yourself. And then we've got gaming content that I generally watch. So I've tried to cover a few different scenarios, different sections. I've tried to include like 5 YouTube channels in each. I'm going to try and go through this as quickly as possible without staying too long on each one. Otherwise, this video is going to take forever. But I do want to give you a comprehensive view and guide into why I actually like these channels and why you should check them out. So let's start off with, this is in no particular order, by the way, but let's start off with YouTube business. And the first guy on the list is Roberto Blake. Roberto Blake is a YouTuber that talks a lot about creative entrepreneurship. He also has a bunch of videos about, growing your YouTube channel and that sort of stuff. He was a graphic designer who is now a YouTuber, public speaker, entrepreneur, and does a bunch of different things basically. And I really like his channel. I think I started watching his channel in either 2016 or early 2017, and I learned a lot of things from him. And yeah, it was a lot of great content on there. If you want to learn about YouTube, definitely go and check out his channel. If you want to learn about becoming a creative entrepreneur and earning more money from your creative endeavors, definitely a good channel to check out. I still watch his channel to today. A lot of stuff that he's putting out, very, very useful. Second person in this section is Tim Schmoyer from Video Creators. The channel's called Video Creators. I watched a lot of this channel when I first started out on YouTube, or not first started out on YouTube, but when I first started doing my research and first started looking into learning about YouTube and different concepts around YouTube and that sort of stuff. And I think the Video Creators channel is very, very good for beginners and learning things that you need to know at a beginner's level. Although I don't really, I do watch some of his videos now and then, but I really dropped off the video creators watching schedule because I just learned more stuff. I learned so much, and I knew better and all that sort of stuff. And a lot of the content was aimed at beginning YouTubers, and I didn't really need that at that point. Although I do like to watch a few videos here and there to just brush up on what I already know. I think that's very, very good for people who want to succeed at something, or if you want to be good at something, you should constantly be learning and constantly be relearning stuff that you already learned. Like sometimes you know something and then you shouldn't ever get to the point where you're arrogant and you're like, I know everything. That is when you start losing. You should always be open to learning more, and I think that's very, very important. And you'll see that I commit myself to learning a lot, and I hope that you will be doing the same, trying to learn as much as you can to get to where you want to get to, because it's just so important to invest in your learning. Personally, I've been broke for, since the beginning of me trying to do this YouTube thing. So I didn't have any money to invest in anything, and there wasn't really anything that was like a guide for me that would take me to where I wanted to get to. So I didn't have any money to invest, and I didn't really invest in my learning, but I invested a whole lot of time going to different channels here and there, and doing a bunch of research in different blog posts, different channels, doing experimentation, spending years figuring out what works on my own channel, doing this type of video, doing that type of video, doing this type of title, doing that type of title, that sort of stuff. That's why I created the book, A Gamer's Guide to Greatness, to give you guys a shortcut if you want to just slap down money and put your money where your mouth is and get stuff rolling ASAP. Link will be in the description and in a card or something. So next channel is Daryl Eves. Daryl Eves talks a lot about YouTube growth, turning on a YouTube channel into a business. I'm not sure, I don't know how many monetization strategies he really shares on his channel. I don't think there's a lot, but he does talk a lot about YouTube growth and dealing with the algorithm and just basically setting up your channel the correct way. Great channel. As I said, it's kind of on the same level as video creators for me, in the fact that I don't watch every video. I generally watch like every video Roberto Blake puts out, except for the stuff that I don't care about, like laptop reviews or stuff like that, because I ain't buying a new laptop anytime soon. Well, now I do actually need a new laptop, so I might look into the laptop reviews, but he's generally reviewing things that are super expensive that I really don't have the cash to be spending on right about now. So I stay away from that, like camera reviews and that sort of stuff. Although I will need want to upgrade a camera in the future, so I'll probably go back through his content and watch those videos that I missed out. So there you go. But yeah, Daryl Eves, video creators, if you're starting out, go binge their content. Do it now. Next, we got Nick Nimmin. I've just recently started watching Nick Nimmin. He puts out a lot of great content. I believe he was like a student of Daryl Eves. They had a live stream at one point where Daryl Eves was walking him through what he needed to do with his channel and that sort of stuff. And I'm unsure what happened to Nick Nimmin's original channel because I didn't really follow it. But now he's got a channel where he's basically talking about, how to grow your YouTube channel and whatnot. And he's got his business on the back end of that. He's got his business called Tuber Tools, where he sells like stock graphics and things that YouTubers need, and he's marketing that through his YouTube tip videos. So if you want to see some business in action, you can check out Nick Nimmin, as well as Roberto Blake and Daryl Eves and video. Basically everyone on the list generally has business stuff over here, which is what I've been trying to tell you guys so frequently. You've got to think of your channel as a business. You can't just be coming into it thinking, yeah, I'm going to make great content and somehow that's going to make me money, or I'm going to make great content and then I'm going to get people to sponsor me, to give me money to keep on making content. That's not a great business strategy. That is one of the worst. So don't do that. Next, we've got refusing to say, oh wait, let me quickly circle back on Nick Nimmin. I'm going to be super honest here, yeah? I had a little bit of a hater's grudge against Nick Nimmin for a little while, because I was posting in some YouTube subreddit or something. I'm not 100% sure what the name of the subreddit is, but I don't want to give them any props anyways or any exposure. But I was in the subreddit and I was posting like my posts. I did like a whole blog post on SEO and that sort of stuff and stuff like that. And I was trying to get in touch with the admins and trying to, you know, get them to allow me to post my posts and post a link to my website as well, so that people can get through and come to me for a consulting session and that sort of stuff, and build my business through that, as well as put out helpful content that people would generally benefit a lot from. And one of the admins was pretty much a dick, and he was like dissing my content and dissing the quality of my content. And then I looked at his quality, and his quality was shite. So I don't know where he was coming from in that respect. But yeah, he was dissing my content. And he was like, oh, like, this is the type of content we want. And he pointed me to Nick Nimin's video. So I had a little bit of a grudge against him, but I've gotten over it now. I don't really have a grudge against Nick Nimin. I wish him the best, man. Good stuff over there, Nick. You're doing great stuff, man. Good for you. Next is Refusing to Settle. Refusing to Settle is a channel run by a gentleman called Clark Danger. He basically talks a lot about online entrepreneurship. I believe he's got a bunch of videos on different stuff. Basically, he's done a variety of things on his channel. He's got some videos on like YouTube growth, some videos on passive income, some videos on selling. He's got a bunch of book reviews. I think they're reviews and breakdowns where he shares like the 10 best things that he learned from specific books, so that, you know, if you ain't got the time to read the book, you can watch his video, but you can also use Audible, link in the description. But yeah, basically he will break down the book and give you the 10 big takeaways from that book, which is really, really insightful. If you haven't read like books that I suggest that you should read, like How to Win Friends and Influence People, and I don't know if he's got the 48 Laws of Power and that sort of stuff, but generally he's got books on there that he's breaking down that you can get a lot of information from, a lot of knowledge from, without actually spending time reading books. But you should spend time to read the books, man. You should be a learning junkie. It is very, very important for you to try and learn as much as you can. But yeah, he's got a great channel. Highly suggest it. I think I've just been watching his channel for maybe like 2 weeks or something, possibly nearly a month. And he's got some great stuff over there. I really like what he's doing there. So shout out to him. Next, we've got online entrepreneurship, which, you know, Refusing to Settle could have been there actually, but I tried to segment this into 5 people as much, and then this section has 6 people, so I had to lump him in with the YouTube guys. But those YouTube guys talk about online entrepreneurship as well, but these individuals are just more specific to online entrepreneurship, as is Refusing to Settle. So, you know, both categories there. So first, we've got Gillian Perkins. Gillian Perkins is a author. She's an author. She's written, I don't know how many books she's written, but she's written at least one. She's got online courses, an online membership site, that sort of stuff. And she basically shared, I think she's a social media marketer or digital marketer, and she shares, you know, tips on how to build your social media following, how to build your Instagram, YouTube. Does she talk about YouTube? I'm not sure how often she's talked about YouTube on there, but she talks about, you know, business, building your email list, I think she's got videos on like how to wake up in the morning and enjoy it, you know, things like that, things pushing you towards living a better life for yourself and moving towards freedom and entrepreneurship, that sort of stuff. She's great for you if you are a lady and you want to get into building your own online business. Definitely go check out Gillian Perkins. Also check out Kimberly Ann Jimenez. I think it's Jimenez, it might be Jimenez, not 100% sure. She's kind of on the same wavelength as Gillian Perkins. I think she's a digital marketer as well, does social media marketing, and she's got a lot of great videos around that sort of space. Definitely check her out if you want to build an online business. Next, we've got Miles Beckler, who I've just started watching. I think under a week I've been watching him, to be honest. I think it's been like under a week, but I found his content when I was looking for information on Facebook marketing, not Facebook marketing, but Facebook ads. I was looking for information on how to run Facebook ads, and his videos came up, as well as Kimberly and Gillian, I believe. I think they've all got videos on Facebook ads, and that's how I found them. And he's got great content on how to build your business again. So yeah, check him out. I don't want to repeat myself too much. All of these guys basically give you great information of how to build your business. So I'm just going to run down this list real quick. Next, we got Pat Flynn. He made a site called Smart Passive Income, where he will show you basically all the money that he makes per month and shows you how he's making that money, his expense reports, his income, all that sort of stuff. I found him about, I don't know, 3 years ago when I was just starting to get into this online entrepreneurship thing, and he had a lot of information over there, and he wasn't really consistent on YouTube like that, so I didn't really follow him on YouTube so consistently. But now he's posting videos pretty much every week, and he's got a lot of great stuff on there. If you want to make money online, check out Pat Flynn. He's got a lot of great content for you. Next up, we've got Valuetainment. Valuetainment is also a very good YouTube channel talking about entrepreneurship and along those lines. He's also got a variety of interviews with entrepreneurs and entrepreneurial people and interesting people that you may want to check out. One of his interviews, I think the one that actually got me to subscribe, was an interview with a guy called Michael. I don't remember the second name. It was like Scorsese or something like that. I think he's got a Z in it at some point. And that guy is basically a mafioso guy who was in the mafia. I've watched, like, I used to watch a bunch of mafia documentaries because I was just obsessed with, like, The Godfather and Made Men and Goodfellas, and you know, that sort of culture. I like the structure that could be brought to people who were committing crime for a living. I thought it was really interesting. Organized crime. I was really interested in both the concept and both of how it actually worked out in the end. I was really interested in that. So I still am very interested in organized crime. But he's basically he used to be a criminal, and now he's not a criminal, and he was talking about how he used to make money, you know, going through doing his crime and whatnot, and he used to make big P's. And very interesting interview. Definitely highly suggest you check it out. Very good channel, Valuetainment. And next is someone who all of you probably know about, Gary V. If you don't know about him, I don't know, maybe you're not really an entrepreneur, you don't care about entrepreneurship, but if you're an entrepreneur, you probably know about Gary V. I think I don't really need to give him an introduction, but Gary V speaks the realness. He's out here speaking the realness. No excuses, B. Gary V will let you know, stop fucking complaining and start fucking doing. Real talk. Check out Gary V. Next up, we got entertainment. What do I watch for just fun? Not much, to be honest. I don't really have a lot of fun on YouTube. I pretty much just work most of the time. But I do have a few channels that I do check out here and there for a little bit of, you know, break now and then, because you can't work all the time. Otherwise, you go mad. You need to have a break here and there. So first up, we got SXE Phil. Oh, do you not know who that is? Oh, are you not an original SXE Phil fan member? You may know him by Philip DeFranco, but I know him by what his YouTube channel used to be called, SXE Phil. I think that is still the URL. But yeah, Philip DeFranco basically puts out news on a daily basis. Well, not on a daily basis, Monday to Thursday, and then he's got his Friday show where he still talks about more news stories, to be honest. So it's basically like Monday to Friday. And I've been watching Philip DeFranco for years now. For years. He's a very big YouTuber. You've probably heard about him. He does great things over there, and he shares the news in a pretty unbiased manner, and then he shares his opinions, and it's a discussion on his channel, something which I really enjoy. I like discussing things with people. I like having an open conversation, allowing people to have their opinions, or not getting mad because someone's got a different opinion to you. I really enjoy that sort of stuff. So yeah, Philip DeFranco, great channel. Definitely should check that out. That will definitely help you out in terms of seeing how to put together good videos, because Philip DeFranco has it down, bruv. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Even the ads on his channel when he's doing his sponsorships and stuff is so fucking smooth. He knows what he's doing. Check that out. It will help you out a lot. Next, we got Alt Shift X. Alt Shift X is a channel that mainly focuses on Game of Thrones theories and basically explains each Game of Thrones episode when they come out. He has been venturing into different types of content, different series. I think he done a Westworld season 1 explanation, and I think there was other series that he may have covered, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But great channel, very, very in-depth, very, very knowledgeable, great content. Definitely check it out. If you're a Game of Thrones fan, check him out. He is doing his stuff. Honestly, haven't really been staying too up to date with a lot of the new Game of Thrones theories that he's been putting out, but he kind of has the off season when there's no Game of Thrones in it. It's like that's a big disadvantage of running a channel based around one specific series or something. You really can't do much when that's not out, but he does like go into the books and talk about theories from the books and that sort of stuff. But honestly, like, until Game of Thrones comes back on TV, I'm not out here watching a bunch of Game of Thrones content. But when it is on TV, you best know I'm watching Alt Shift X when that episode's done. You best know I'm looking to see what Alt Shift X has to say about it. Even if I don't want it explained, I don't care. I don't need it explained, but I like to see what he's got to say about it. Very knowledgeable dude. Next, we've got a few reviewers. I love reviews. I'm really, really into reviews, and I really want to get more reviews on my channel. I really want to push a lot more reviews. Probably at the end of the year, we're going to get more into reviewing and that sort of stuff, because I just love it. I love giving people information to help them decide whether they want to buy this thing or not, because I love preventing people from buying shitty things and helping people buy great things. That is, you know, a great... I enjoy that sort of stuff. So first up, we got Chris Stuckman. Chris Stuckman does mainly movie reviews. Now and then he does a gamer review or anime review. Great stuff. Seems like a great dude. He just released his new book about anime. I forgot what it's called. Sorry, Chris. But, you know, he's doing good things over there. I wish him all the success with his new book. Next, we've got Jeremy Johns. Jeremy Johns was probably the first movie reviewer that I subscribed to, and he's got great content. His content is generally shorter than Chris Stuckman. Chris Stuckman's content is a little bit more longer, a little bit more, it feels more like hub content than Jeremy Johns' content. Jeremy Johns' content is more snappy and to the point. So if you want a really, really quick review, Jeremy Johns has got it for you. If you want to see someone who, you know, has a real passion for film, like give you the details and talk about that and just, you know, share their opinion, then Chris Stuckman is there. But I'm not saying Jeremy Johns doesn't have a great love for film. You can tell he obviously does, because he's doing film reviews for a living, but it's just way quicker, and you can tell that he's trying to, you know, get stuff snappy, and it's more of a comedic tone, I think, over there, although they both do have things that may make you chuckle here and there. So it's all great stuff over there. And lastly, but definitely not least, on my entertainment spectrum section, let's not say spectrum, because that has, you know, a wild amount of connotations these days, is H3H3. H3H3 are amazing. I don't think they used to do a bunch of reactions to, you know, crazy videos, which I think is probably their primo content. But, you know, these days they do put out a video here and there, but generally they've been doing their H3H3 podcast. That's what they're focusing on these days. They do it live on Twitch, and then they bring it over to YouTube, and they have interviews with a variety of people, such as, you know, Philip DeFranco, other YouTubers, and who else do they have? Have they been on? No, they haven't dealt with, I don't know why I'm thinking, have they interviewed Joe Rogan? No, they haven't. But they've interviewed Jordan B. Peterson. Who else? Mainly YouTubers, mainly YouTube people they're interviewing over there. So if you want to see kind of insight into what big YouTubers think and whatnot, then, you know, that's a good place to look. But if you're up and coming YouTuber, take everything with a pinch of salt, because your experience is not going to be the same as a big YouTuber. Like, big YouTubers, they were successful basically before you were successful in it. So they came up at a different time. They've got different values, and they have a different path to where they are. Don't think just because they done something you can do the same thing and get to where they're going. Everyone's path is different, but it's definitely very, very interesting, and you should definitely check their content out. Like, they got some great content, especially the content on the channel. They got a big video called Vape Nation that I've never really got. But if you like Vape Nation, let me know in the comment section what's funny about it. I never got it. But they've got a lot of other content which is just hilarious. It's like common sense. Like what HCHC used to do is we used to be basically just Ethan watching a video that was just outrageous and wild and super cringy or whatever, and he would just apply common sense to it. And it's like common sense with like the most sarcasm and whatnot, and it's just hilarious because it's like common sense ain't common, man. People are doing the wildest shit online, and when you have some sense come into it, it's like, yeah, that really is wild. Like, that really is crazy that people are doing this. And when you just bring the common sense to it, it's like, yeah, I agree with that. Like, why is this person doing that? It's hilarious. But let's stop going on and on and on about H3H3. Next, we got the gaming stuff, boy. First up is gonna be another reviewer, and that is Joseph Anderson. Joseph Anderson makes amazing content, although he doesn't put out a lot of content, unfortunately, but that's due to the nature of the types of content he makes. He makes very in-depth critiques of games. And this is the type of content that I wish I could make, but I just don't have the time. I don't have the resources at my disposal right about now to be diverting, you know, the amount of time that needs to go into that sort of thing to like one video. Because if I was to do that, it'll take a lot of time. I need to be at a comfortable place where I don't need to continually put out content or continually, you know, run businesses and stuff. I'm an entrepreneur out here, so I don't really have the time to be making 3-hour videos once every 2 months. Like, that's a bit mad still. But you know, sometimes there are 3-hour videos on his channel. Sometimes they're an hour. Sometimes they're 2 hours. I watched a bunch of his Dark Souls videos when I really wanted to kind of understand why people like Dark Souls, and like, they're really in-depth critiques. So if you played the games before, you'll love his stuff. But if you haven't played the games before, then you probably don't want to check out his critiques for that, because they're not reviews but they do review the game, and he does share his opinions. But if you want to know about a game before playing it, I wouldn't suggest going to his channel. I've got someone else on the list that you should check out. But generally, if you've played a game before, you're gonna love his video on the game, and I think that's a great way to approach his content. Very, very great stuff. And there are games that I just won't ever play, so I watch his videos on them, and they're just great pieces of content, man. He really does great stuff over there. So definitely go check out Joseph Anderson if you want to get into critiquing games. There are a bunch of people who do that sort of content, but as I said, I didn't want to make this video too long. Joseph Anderson really is the pinnacle for me personally. But yeah. Next up, we've got Jim Sterling. Jim Sterling is someone who I watch now and then. Like, I'm going to be real. Joseph Anderson, I'll watch anytime he puts a video out. Jim Sterling, I'll watch if the video's something that I care about. Generally, don't watch every video Jim Sterling puts up. Jim Sterling is very, very negative and moany to a point, in my opinion. Quite moany and negative, and I don't really like that sort of stuff too much. He's very, very negative, and I like to keep a lot of positivity around me. But he does make some good points, and he does bring that common sense factor to the game, and I enjoy that. And he does make good reviews here and there, and he does touch on some good news stories that need to be reported. So I respect the man. I wish him all the best. Just, you know, his content isn't always for me, and I think, well, he is playing a character. He is playing a character, although I don't know how much of the character is a character and not him, and how much of him is actually in the character. But you can clearly tell that he's being over the top negative, and you know, all that negativity just isn't in my ballpark. But you know, I watch him enough that I think it's good to mention him because he's always in my suggested thing. Like, even if I don't watch his videos every week, I'll watch him like every other week or something, because he'll generally put out something that's pretty interesting and touch on things. But he's always moaning about microtransactions and this and that and whatnot, and it's like, come on, man. Although, you know, do whatever the fuck you want. Don't listen to me. It's just my personal opinion. But yeah, he's got good content over there. I would suggest checking out some of his videos. And he's a good news source. He's definitely a good news source. Next, we've got Worth a Buy. Worth a Buy is a great channel. Oh my god, he makes game reviews, basically PC game reviews. I don't have a PC. Well, now I've got a PC, but I don't play PC games. I've never played PC games for like the past, I don't know, 5 years or whatever. But I've been watching his channel for maybe the past 2 years. And he makes very, very good reviews. Very good reviews where he's just letting you know whether it's worth a buy. Honestly, stole my worth. Is it worth the price from him a little bit? Like, I changed it a little bit, obviously. But it's the same kind of concept. He did inspire me a lot, as well as a variety of other game reviewers. But yeah, he just straight up, he doesn't have a script or anything. He's kind of inspired me to try and move away from the script, because I like the kind of off the kilter humor that he has and what he does with his channel. But he just shares his opinions on games and lets you know whether he thinks they're worth the price or whatnot. Or not worth the price, worth a buy or whatnot. I'm fucking putting my own series name in there, sorry. And it's good quality stuff. It's good quality stuff. Now, he does have a few opinions that I don't share. Like, you know, he hates third person games, and, you know, he doesn't really like console games and that sort of shit. Obviously, I'm a console gamer and he's PC Master Race, so we have differences of opinions, but he makes great content and I don't really care about the difference of opinion. At the end of the day, I like the good content and I like him putting his opinion and his spin on whatever he's trying to cover, and then I make my own decision from, you know, what a variety of people say, as well as what I think of the thing, or of the points that are made. So definitely I would suggest him. Next, we got Jade Plays Games. Jade Plays Games is he used to be an Ark YouTuber. He's moving away from Ark, I believe. He's going to start playing PixArk and a few other games on his channel, but he was doing like a bunch of tutorials. I think he done did he do a let's play? I didn't watch his let's play, but he basically done a bunch of tutorials that helped me when I first started playing Ark. He helped me get my server set up when I first got a server, because he had all the info there basically. And yeah, he's got a good channel. He puts out weekly news stuff. I think it's like daily now, like pretty much every weekday he's covering news and updates to certain games and that sort of stuff. I think it's called the Daily Access Show. And he also covers, well, he's been covering Ark for a while, which is basically why I subscribed to him, because I wanted to know more about Ark and have a YouTuber I could go to who was reliable and put out a lot of, you know, content on it and news and stuff. And yeah, Jade was the guy. He's moving on to different things. I think he's going to focus more on like let's plays and live streams and that sort of stuff now, which is fair enough. He's got to the point where he's built enough subscribers to do that and focus on that. Wish him all the best. I'm going to be checking out his content, seeing what's up. I think he is subscribed to the channel, so if he sees this, yo, what's up, Jade? Leave a comment, man. Get involved. I still want to jump on his podcast. I think he's been moving to his new place and whatnot, so he's kind of trying to get back into a schedule. So hopefully I'll be on his podcast at some point this year if they're going to continue that going, or hopefully I can get him on my podcast, because that'll be very, very interesting to hear his story. As I think he started out as a DJ. I don't really know how he got onto YouTube and all that sort of stuff. I remember him saying that he started playing Call of Duty, and then I think he was playing Minecraft. I'm not 100% sure like how everything came around. I think Ark is really what gave him the push, focusing on that game. And now he's, you know, continuing to do bigger and better things. So very, very interesting. Love to interview all these people on this list, actually. Have a conversation with them about how they grew their channels and got to where they are. Last but not least, again, is Clean Prince Gaming. Now, Clean Prince Gaming is a channel which I saw a few videos from before I subscribed. He basically does video essays on why certain games aren't doing as well as they should be, why they died, why, you know, generally the business that surrounded why the game didn't work out, or the controversy, or what the developers are doing, all that stuff put together. And he shares his opinion sometimes, and I think that, were there other things? Well, I think there's probably videos on like why this game succeeded and that sort of stuff. But it's well thought out, well written pieces, very, very good, high quality content over there. And I think he puts out like at least 2 videos a week. And if you make videos on YouTube, and you've, you know, written scripts to make videos on YouTube, then you understand how hard it is to do what he's doing. And yeah, it's great stuff, man. It's great stuff. Great content over there. Really, really good stuff. Like, I can't, you know, praise it enough. Definitely along the veins of the type of things that I want to do. I want to do like essays and more in-depth talks and discussions around certain games and reviews and that sort of stuff. Definitely kind of in the direction that I want to go in eventually with the gaming content on my channel. And yeah, those are all the people. Let me see how long this video is. Does it even say? No, but it's over a gig long, so this might have hit like a 30-minute mark or something like that. But I guess people who didn't care about the gaming and all that sort of stuff probably dropped off already, and people who did are probably here. So let me know in the comment section below who your top 3 YouTubers are. If I'm in there, let me know, but include 3 others as well as me. If you're a fan of my channel and whatnot. I'm not here trying to say, yeah, put me in your top 3. I don't really care. But yeah, let me know who your top 3 YouTubers are. I think that'll be really, really interesting, so we can all find different YouTubers that we should check out, because I think this is something we should share, man. We should share the people that we watch and the people whose content that we enjoy. We should share it with other people and allow other people to, you know, see what's going on. But I hope that this list of people really helps you see what kind of content you can make on your channel, the different types of things that work. And if you watch everyone on this list, you'll learn how to create a YouTube channel, how to grow a YouTube channel, how to build your business, and how to make great YouTube content. You'll learn all those things. Trust me, definitely check out these people. I highly, highly recommend it. I wouldn't have made this video if I didn't. Let me know what other types of videos or tutorials or anything you want me to make in the comment section below. And yeah, I'll be replying to all the comments within the first hour. So, you know, notification squad and that. Let's get involved. Let's have a conversation. And thanks for watching and liking and subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next YouTube guide. Peace out. If you want to learn how I got over 23,000 subscribers and millions of views on my YouTube gaming channel, then you are in luck. Sign up to this free course right now. Link will be in the card, in the description, and in the pinned comment. Or go to growonyoutube.com/20k SEO course. In this course, you will learn the best way to write your video titles, tags, and descriptions to help you rank on the first page of YouTube. It's simple when you know what to do. I'll also show you a hack that will help you choose the right key phrases and help you create videos that can rank and get views no matter what game you play. Stop struggling to grow your YouTube gaming channel and start doing what works. Click on the link in the description or go to growonyoutube.com/20k SEO course. This course will not be up forever, so get in there as soon as possible. I hope to see you here soon, and I wish you the best of luck on your journey of turning your passion into your career.
It's been a cold winter and it's lasted far too long. So all this warmth I share with you.